We've all heard about pairing meals with certain drinks, but what about pairing shoes with certain drinks? Dee Brunn is back with us in studio. She's the author of Libations of Life, A Girl's Guide to Life, one cocktail at a time. And she's back to show us, ladies, what drinks we should be pairing up with our shoes. So nice to have you back with us.
Thanks for having me. Great to see you.
You know, Dee, right now, people at home are thinking that you're crazy. I mean, specifically the guys.
Yeah.
Saying,
my husband's
what?
right in there with them. Yeah.
And where did the idea, okay, well, first of all, before we talk about the idea of the shoes and the drinks, let's talk about the book, Libations of Life. What a great book. You were here, I think it was last month, to talk about
Christmas.
The book.
Yeah.
A Girl's Guide to Life, one cocktail at a time. Where did the idea come from for this?
Life. A lot of bad dates, a lot of great friends that had great stories, and I just took them all and created cocktails to go with them, because when people order cocktails, they kind of order it on an occasion, or right. I got dumped, I got a promotion. It's all about life, and you celebrate the highs and the lows. Sometimes you drown the sorrows.
Now, how did you determine shoes with drinks? Like, how did that all go hand in hand?
When I was in that crazy dating world, or going out for an evening, or doing everything, I start with two things. I start with basically what shoes I'm going to wear that night, and I build my way up from there, and then I start with what cocktail I'm going to start off the evening with. Usually I have it while I'm getting ready, or as soon as I get to where I'm going. So I just thought the two made a great pair. You know, certain shoes you can't wear if you're drinking tequila. It becomes dangerous. And I just thought it was kind of funny how everything, you know, has its mate, and I found these cocktails really have their mate with shoes.
Well, and it's interesting too, because you've got 4 beautiful pairs of shoes here belonging to you, and I'm looking at them thinking, well, you wouldn't want to wear any of these pairs of shoes drinking a bottle of beer.
No, these are not really beer shoes. Although, you know, if the shoes are nice enough, put the beer in a nice glass, you can really work it. You can. But no, these are not beer drinking shoes. Those are more flip-flop.
Right.
Type of shoes.
So now, how did you go about, okay, so let's talk about the red shoes.
The red shoes. This is the No Place Like Home margarita that we're going to make. And the tagline for that is me without my ruby slippers. These are my ruby slippers. I think every girl has to have a pair of pop shoes, and they got to pop on your feet. Yes. You wear all black. The red shoes just pop out, and they're my ruby slippers. I've had a lot of good luck in those shoes. This is a blender drink, and this is the No Place Like Home margarita. This is when you're on one of those bad dates, and you wish you had your ruby slippers so you could click your heel 3 times and get home. You know, where you'd rather have something waxed than continue on with this date. So we're going to throw in, we've got our ice in our blender.
Okay.
And we're going to throw in 2 ounces of our vodka. And we're going to add 3 ounces of pomegranate juice, which you can get anywhere now. And it's got all the riboflavin and antioxidants in it, so it's healthy technically. Technically, you're doing yourself a favor when you drink this drink.
And do you know a lot about drinks too, because you in your former life used to be a bartender?
In my former life, I was a bartender for many years and loved every minute of it. Squeeze in a fresh orange.
Okay.
And then you're going to squeeze in a nice fresh lemon, so it's going to take away any sweetness. It's going to be nice and tart. You've got your glass all ready to go. This glass is rimmed in icing sugar, my favorite. It doesn't fall off. It's a little bit sweet, and it looks really pretty.
And I love this because the last time you were on, you were the first to introduce us to this, that when you're rimming your glasses, instead of rimming them just with sugar, rim them with icing sugar.
Icing sugar. It's just really fun, and if you're having the girls over, it's an extra something. Mix it up, and then you have your No Place Like Home margarita. I'm serving it in a martini glass because these are my favorite glasses. Serve it in any glass you'd like. Just make sure you got a nice glass and go all out. It's your treat for the weekend.
And you can put that right beside the shoes, and there you go. And again, Dee, this drink is called?
No Place Like Home margarita with a wedge of and me without. This is the Please Don't Stalk Me Caesar with a slice of restraining order. And this is just a regular Caesar with a little twist. The reason we have these shoes to go with it is because these are the shoes that you wore on that date.
Beautiful, sexy shoes.
That got you in trouble in the first place.
Okay.
But you do need an alternative pair of shoes with this, which is a good pair of running shoes.
Okay.
Because if this happens to you, you have to run. Run, Forrest, run.
You've got a great sense of humor. Love it.
So you're going to rim your glass with celery salt, and I always pour a little bit of celery salt in. You're going to add your vodka, a good 2 ounces of vodka. You're going to add your Tabasco and your Worcestershire to taste. One other thing I also like to put in this, depends how hot you like it, is a little bit of chili powder.
Oh, okay.
Or you can add some chili powder just to some salt and pepper to rim your glass. If you don't have celery salt, you can use regular salt, just a salt and pepper mix, anything you like. And I always like to garnish it with a pickle and a cucumber.
I love that.
With a nice spear, and I suggest 2 things. Change your phone number.
Okay.
And keep the spear, because you never know when you're going to need it.
That's good.
So this is the Please Don't Stalk Me Caesar. Really nice, and you know what? With the pickle and the cucumber, it's a meal in itself.
It is.
You've got your vegetables for the day.
I love it because you offer tips and advice and help for women out there, not only with the drinks themselves, but with it's very easy to understand. And this book is just, it's an incredible book. And again, I encourage women out there to go and pick it up. And it's Libations of Life, A Girl's Guide to Life, one cocktail at a time. Now you have 2 more cocktails you're going to be making for us.
Right, we're going to make the Why Are the Men So Short sling.
Okay.
And for that, I always put on my highest heels when I have to deal with a gentleman that possibly has short man syndrome.
Okay.
You know, a hyper God complex when it comes to his height. So I always tell ladies, don't dress down, don't wear flats, never,
Okay.
never. Maybe if he's Tom Cruise and
Yeah,
Nicole Kidman,
Nicole Kidman,
maybe. But still, I say no. I like my shoes too much. So get your highest heels,
Okay.
pat him on the head, and make one of these drinks. So we're going to have gin this time, and if you don't like gin, you can use vodka, you can
Okay.
use rum. We're going to have 3 ounces of orange juice, so you're getting your vitamin C. A little twist on this sling, we're going to add some strawberry liqueur, which kind of gives it a nice flavor and a
very
little
nice.
bit of a
Okay.
twist and a pretty color. And some lime juice. We've got our ice in our shaker and our ice all ready to go in our glass. A quick shake, and then you've got this really nice, easy sling. And it's just a nice twist on the regular sling that you're probably getting bored of. Has a little bit of a nicer flavor.
Look at that, beautiful. And again, so nice, because how many times do women come to each other crying on their shoulders saying, he's not who I thought he was?
Oh, it happens all the time.
This is nice to have these drinks.
Absolutely. And a good pair of high heels. Classic black, never go out of style.
Love it.
Absolutely.
And our final drink?
Our final drink is one of my particular favorites. I have shoes older than him with a wedge of cradle robbing,
Okay.
which is fine for those single ladies out there who are maybe looking for a meaningful overnight relationship with a younger man. Go for it. The reason we picked these shoes is because they're a splash back to the 1940s. Technically, I don't have shoes older than that, but that look is coming in this season with the polka dots,
they're
and
beautiful.
they're fabulous. With the red heel, you can't go wrong. So we're going to start off with our flavored vodka. I have raspberry vodka in here
Okay.
today, which is one of my favorites. We're going to add our lime juice. This drink is nice and tart, so you're not going to get the sweetness of it, so you're going to be able to have more than one if you'd like. It's
Okay.
not super sweet. You're going to squeeze in your lemon.
And Dee, while you're doing that, how many recipes are in this book?
There's roughly 60-odd recipes in that book. It's split into 4 great chapters, and the other pages, there's some great witticisms and a great glossary with lots of fun things. I explain what short man syndrome is, mullets, man boobs, lots of fun
Yes.
things. And
you've sampled every drink in this book.
a couple times. So you're going to shake it up. And this is, I have shoes older than him, and you're going to pour it in, and once again, you've got a really nice, fun drink with a good raspberry flair to it.
Oh,
And you
look at
garnish
that.
with something, and like I said, you can rim any of these you'd like in whatever you'd like. Sometimes it's nice to have a rim, sometimes you don't need one.
No,
it's just enough on its own. And then you can always top it off with it. If it's too much, or you're a person who likes to have bubbles, top it off with a bit of soda water.
And look at that, again, beautiful presentation there, and it goes beautifully with these shoes. And you know what, Dee? This book is a gift that keeps on giving.
Always.